Her words hung in the air like a blade, sharp and deliberate. "I don't want to kiss or hug you today," she said, her tone cool, her eyes fixed on the floor as though the tiles had more to offer than I did. For a second I thought she was joking. We'd argued before, every couple does, but never had she refused something as simple as a touch. I laughed softly, waiting for her to smirk or roll her eyes, to tell me she was just tired. But she didn't. She just walked away, leaving me standing in the kitchen with my coffee going cold and my heart beginning to ache in ways I didn't want to understand. The morning light was dim, filtered through gray clouds, and the silence of the house felt heavier than usual. I watched her move around, avoiding me like I carried a disease. She used to hum while she made breakfast, little tunes that got stuck in my head all day. Now, all I could hear was the clatter of dishes and the shuffle of her slippers. "Did I do something?" I asked. "No," she said, not looking up. "I just need space." The words, "I just need space," landed like a quiet explosion. They're never just about air or time. They're about something or someone else. That day dragged on with the slow cruelty of realization. She didn't call me at work. She didn't text. When I got home, she was already asleep on the far edge of the bed, her back turned, the faint smell of lavender lotion drifting between us like a memory I couldn't reach. Her behavior stretched over days, maybe weeks. The distance grew, and I kept trying to bridge it with small gestures. Flowers, her favorite takeout, notes tucked into her bag. Nothing worked. Every time I tried to get close, she flinched, as if my presence burned. Then came the dinner invitation from her family. It had been a while since we'd gone to one of their gatherings. She insisted we go. "It'll be good to see everyone," she said, her voice too bright, too rehearsed. The night of the dinner, she spent hours getting ready, curling her hair, trying on dresses, applying lipstick with more care than I'd seen in months. Watching her, I felt something inside me twist. She didn't look like a wife dressing for her husband. She looked like someone preparing for an audience. Her sister, Lily, greeted us at the door. She was always warm, teasing, and a little too observant for comfort. "Well, look who finally showed up," she said, hugging me before turning to my wife. The two of them exchanged a look I couldn't quite read. Something quick, tense, gone in a blink. Dinner was lively, the way family dinners tend to be. Jokes, laughter, clinking glasses, but beneath it all, I could sense something simmering. My wife avoided eye contact, though she laughed at everyone else's jokes. Every time I reached for her hand under the table, she pulled away. At one point, I excused myself to grab a drink from the kitchen. As I was pouring wine, I heard voices from the hallway. Her voice. Lily's voice. Quiet, urgent. "You have to stop this," Lily hissed. "It's not fair to him." "I can't," my wife whispered back. "You don't understand." My chest tightened. I stayed still, holding my breath, trying to make sense of the tone. Guilt, fear, something else I didn't want to name. "I do understand," Lily said. "But you're going to ruin everything." My wife didn't reply. Just silence and then footsteps. I slipped back into the dining room before they could see me. My hands were trembling, the wine glass nearly slipping from my grip. When they returned, both of them smiled as if nothing had happened. But their eyes told another story. After dinner, Lily made a joke. She raised her glass and said, "I think it's my turn to find someone who actually wants me." Everyone laughed except my wife. Her fork froze midair. Her face went pale. "Lily, don't," she said sharply, voice cracking just enough for everyone to notice. Lily blinked, caught off guard. "It was just a joke," she said. But my wife's reaction wasn't the reaction of someone hearing a harmless joke. It was the reaction of someone terrified of what might come next. I watched her crumble in that moment, just for a heartbeat before she composed herself again. The laughter around the table died, replaced by awkward silence. That night on the drive home I asked, "What was that about?" "Nothing," she said too quickly. "She just says stupid things sometimes." "Then why did you look like you'd seen a ghost?" Her jaw tightened. "You're imagining things." "Don't start." But I wasn't imagining anything. I could feel it, The gap between us was no longer emotional. It was physical, real, and filled with secrets. Later that night, when she showered, her phone lit up on the nightstand. Normally, I never looked. But something in me, some broken instinct, pushed me to pick it up. A message preview glowed on the screen. "You shouldn't have panicked when I said it." He noticed. The contact name was just initials. Lily Roberts. My blood ran cold. My mind replayed every look, every tense pause, every word from that dinner. Her distance. Lily's urgency. The inside jokes they'd brushed off before. Suddenly, everything connected. Felt sick. The walls seemed to close in as I stared at the message. I didn't open it. I didn't need to. The truth was already there, pulsing in front of me like a wound. When she came out of the shower, I asked, "How long?" She froze, towel wrapped around her, eyes darting to the phone still in my hand. "What are you talking about? Don't lie to me. How long has it been you and Lily?" Her lips parted, then closed again. She didn't deny it. That silence said everything. "I never meant for it to happen," she whispered finally, voice breaking. "It just did. Just did." My voice shook with disbelief. "She's your sister." Tears welled up in her eyes. "We didn't plan it. It started when you were away for work, and I was lonely and—" I couldn't hear the rest. My heart was pounding too loud. Every word felt like another blade twisting inside me. She reached for me, but I stepped back. "Don't," I said. "You didn't want to hug me, remember?" She flinched, tears spilling now. "I'm sorry. I wanted to stop. I didn't know how." I walked out before she could say more. The night air was cold, biting. I stood in the driveway, staring at the dark sky, trying to make sense of what had just shattered. Inside, I could hear her sobbing. The sound followed me long after I drove away. Days later, Lily called. I didn't answer. She texted once. "Please don't hate her. Hate me instead." But I couldn't even do that. There was no room left for hate. Only emptiness, the kind that swallows everything else. I still remember that first moment in the kitchen, when she said she didn't want to kiss or hug me. I thought she was pulling away from me. I didn't realize she was already reaching for someone else's warmth, someone who shared her blood.